If you plan on selling within the next few years, this one actually matters. Zillow dropped a bombshell right at the end of 2025, talking about what home prices did in Denver and how 91% of homes are underwater. Are you gonna sit in the bleachers, or is the ball literally in your court? Okay, yeah, nice visual, right? Let's talk about it. So Zillow didn't actually say that your home is worthless. They just said that it's worth less than what it peaked at. What if losing value doesn't really mean what you think it means? Most homeowners are acting emotionally and they're missing out on the data. So when Zillow says that home prices have declined, that's really their estimate. And that is just an estimate. And as far as how homes are selling, it depends on where you're at in Denver. There are many, many, many homes that are actually selling for over asking. We're still getting multiple offers on some homes, the really great ones, the ones that were prepared right, the ones that were marketed correctly, and the ones that get all of the eyeballs. Those ones are selling. We're also seeing a lot of homes that are not really being marketed like maybe they should, and they're getting fewer eyeballs. Some of these homes are actually sitting on the market a little bit longer and kind of taking a hit just because the home got stagnant. Don't let that happen to you. This is a delicate balance, man. I mean, if Zillow were grading themselves, I'd give them an A in math and a C in explaining it to actual humans. Don't do this. Yeah, I'm a little bit too old for the balance beam. I get it. And of course, I'm a little top heavy too. But if this is making more sense to you and it's really helping you out, or you think that it's great content, make sure you comment, you like, you subscribe. This really helps us get the right message out to those who really need it. Thank you. The Denver market doesn't really exist, but your subdivision market does. And Zillow can't keep up with that, but your local real estate agent can. When somebody makes such a bold statement in this market, or any market, it's kind of like saying that my stocks were down because we're not at that all-time high that we were in 2021. And if we really get down to it, we need to talk about why neighborhoods actually matter more than the headlines, because it really comes down to neighborhood by neighborhood, zip code by zip code, and subdivision by subdivision. I mean, let's get real. Why does one block sell super fast and the other one sits for 90 days, 180 days? Maybe it doesn't even sell at all. This is why the Denver market doesn't really exist. This is more of a neighborhood by neighborhood thing, and big companies like Zillow, Redfin, Homes.com, they can't really compete on a really super micro level like we're doing right here, neighborhood by neighborhood, because they just don't have the boots on the ground. Your local real estate agent is the boots on the ground. Trust their advice. So when we talk about the Denver market as a whole, we're really taking in all of the bad homes in with the good ones. And in a time when really great homes aren't selling because so many sellers are sitting on the bleachers, gosh, what kind of mixture of data are we getting? And are we getting great data? Are we getting bad data? Are we getting some outliers that need to be thrown out? Micro markets behave differently than Denver as a whole. For instance, right here in Ken Caryl Ranch, behaves way differently than downtown Denver. We also have to take into account single family homes versus condos versus high rises versus townhomes. We just, the data is all over the place. And if we throw all of that stuff into the mix all at once, what numbers are we really getting? We also have other things that the big guys can't really account for. We're talking about school zones, we're talking about views, we're talking about layouts of particular homes. We're even talking about updates that maybe Zillow and all these big guys, they don't even know. Zillow doesn't see emotion. Buyers do. Zillow doesn't know your kitchen smells like fresh cookies. I do. It also doesn't know that your carpet survived 3 golden retrievers. The algorithm can't track this. Buyers pay for certainty and confidence. Comment below with your neighborhood and I'll send you an entire report on what's actually happening in your neighborhood. And this is where most sellers leave money on the table. We've seen this for over 2 decades. 2 identical homes sell for wildly different prices. I mean, you have the same floor plan, same street. Okay, there's a few things going on here because condition of the home will always beat the algorithm. And presentation always affects perceived value. Great marketing doesn't sell homes, it actually changes value. So to those people who didn't sell for what they wanted, what if your home didn't sell for lower? It just was undermarketed. This is a subject that many agents don't really like to talk about. There's a big difference between listed and strategically launched. Posting your home to the MLS with a bunch of great photos is not a great strategy. And that's getting busted day in, day out in every market across the United States. In fact, that's not a strategy at all. That's wishful thinking with lots of paperwork. And if you're a seller, this is where outcomes separate pretty fast. If you're starting to realize that Zillow isn't the entire story, be sure to subscribe. I break this down weekly. So if we had to actually put some numbers to this, is your $800,000 home worth less? What if the right number isn't on Zillow at all? Or maybe it's worth more than your neighbor's house. Zillow gives you a number and the market gives you a verdict. And pricing wrong in this kind of market costs you way more. The real issue here is when homeowners are using national headlines to make local decisions. It's always gonna go bad. We need to make sure we're making these decisions based on data that we get at a micro level, neighborhood level, and sometimes even a street level. So if you're thinking about selling or putting your home back on the market, or you just want some clarity, this is exactly what I specialize in. I'm happy to help anybody at any time. There is no pressure. There is no hype. It is just real, actual help. And gosh, we're pretty darn good at it. So give me a call. Be sure to comment, like, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video. Talk with you soon.